Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're an OBGYN specialist with your eyes set on practicing in the UAE, you know there's one major step you have to take first, the DHA exam. And today, we're going to break down everything you need to know to absolutely nail it.
So, you're thinking about a career in Dubai? That's an amazing goal. It's a super competitive and rewarding place to be. But before you can get your license, you've got to pass the exam from the Dubai Health Authority. So let's talk about what that really involves.
Okay, let's dive right in and start with the basics. What exactly is this exam, and why is it so crucial for your career move? To put it simply, the DHA exam is your official gateway to practicing medicine in Dubai. It's a pretty thorough assessment that's designed to make sure you meet the really high standards of care they expect. So yeah, passing this exam, it's the one mandatory step to getting that license. All right, now for the part everybody really wants to know. What does the exam actually look like? Let's break down the numbers so you know exactly what you're up against. No surprises. Let's start with the big one, volume. You're going to be facing 150 multiple choice questions. Yep, 150. And they cover a huge range of knowledge across the OB/GYN specialty. Now, to get through all those questions, you have exactly 3 hours. If you do the math, that works out to just a little over a minute per question. So, time management has got to be on point. And finally, the number you're aiming for. The score to beat is 75%. That is a high bar, and it really shows the high standards the DHA expects from its practitioners. Bottom line, you've got to know your stuff. So here it is, all laid out for you in one handy little summary. You can see that 75% passing score, 150 questions in 3 hours, and it's all in English. Oh, and take note, the test center is in Dubai, and your pass is good for 2 years. Think of this as your exam cheat sheet. So we know the format, but what about the actual content? What do these questions feel like? Let's run through a couple of examples to give you a real taste of the exam. Okay, here's our first one. What is the basic principle of epidemiology? Your options are A, prevention, B, control, C, cause and effect, or D, treatment. Take a second. What do you think? And the correct answer is C, cause and effect. It makes sense, right? Epidemiology is fundamentally about studying the distribution and the causes, the why, of health issues, all so we can figure out how to control them. Let's try another one, this time from a totally different topic. Which of these is the most common condition that shows up as red, itchy patches? Is it psoriasis, eczema, acne, or rosacea? The answer here is B, eczema. You might also know it as atopic dermatitis. This is a perfect example of how the exam will test your broad clinical knowledge, not just things specific to OBGYN. All right, one last example for you. Which of the following is a common eye problem? We've got glaucoma, tonsillitis, bronchitis, and appendicitis. This kind of question really tests your ability to differentiate conditions across totally different systems. And of course, the answer is A, glaucoma. The other options are all over the body: throat, lungs, abdomen. It seems simple, but it shows how you really need to be precise. Now, seeing those questions might feel a little intense, but don't worry. The key isn't just to study hard, it's to study smart. So let's talk about how to build a preparation strategy that actually works. One of the best ways to get ready is by using tools that are made specifically for this exam. A great example is the online web simulator and mobile app from certificationexam.com. These tools are really built for effective studying. You get a learning mode that actually explains your mistakes, which is huge. Then there's an exam mode that mimics the real test conditions. Plus, it's on the web and on a mobile app, online and offline, so you can practice pretty much anywhere, anytime. Because the goal at the end of the day is to walk into that exam room feeling totally prepared and confident. It's all about having a targeted approach and the right tools to get you there. And I think this quote from the source material just says it all. It's about taking that natural exam anxiety we all feel and turning it into solid confidence. Ultimately, you have to remember why you're doing this. This isn't just about passing a test. With the right strategy, you're equipping yourself for the next major chapter in your professional life. It's an investment in your future. So you've seen the breakdown, you know the strategy. The only question left is, are you ready to take control of your preparation and absolutely ace this exam?